are you still paying someone to register a company for you at CIPC? I mean, it's easy. I've been registering companies for people and charging 700 Rand. And this is something that takes me 5 minutes to do. It is so easy. You go to www.cipc.co.za and then you click registration. They will send you a code. That code you will use to log into the system, and then you go to transactions and then you register your company. It's that easy. If you need a more step-by-step guide, then let's go to my laptop. A company in South Africa, you need to log into CIPC. And if you're not from South Africa, then you'll have to check your country on how to register a company in your specific country. So this is only for South Africans. So we go to CIPC.com. Let's go to Google so I can start there. So you would just type CIPC. And it will open this. Then you will click company and intellectual property. Then it will open the website. And then in the website, you will need to register. But before registering, so it will take you through a quick tour. So you ignore that, and then you go to online transaction e-services. Then you are in the screen. So the next thing that you need to do is to register as a customer, because you do need a customer code in order to log in. So I'll click customer registration, and then you will enter your ID. So it will ask you to enter your ID number. It will ask you to also enter your surname, and then you will click continue, and then it will send you, you'll complete the next form and send and add also your cell phone number and your email address, and then it will send you a customer code. That's the customer code you would use to log in. So once you have the customer code and your password, you will click customer login. And then since I'm already a user, I'll just enter mine 3 and then enter the captcha BHJH, and then you click OK. So a screen like this will open, and this one will show you the companies that you already registered if you're not new. So since yours won't show anything here. And then the one thing that you first need to do, can you see that the balance here is 205 Rand? So with you, it will show 0. So you need to add funds into this account. Where do you get that banking details to add funds? You go to transact, and then you look for banking details. And then this is the amount, this is the account that you need to deposit money into. Please note the code that you get, it will appear here. So this is my code, but yours will be different. But when you do it inside the system, it will give you the exact code that you need to use. And then you will send money into this account so that you can start registering. And please note, it takes 1 day, depending if you're transferring from a different bank than ABSA. So you will keep on checking. So for me, yesterday, I had to deposit money so that I can register a company today. So you can see I have 205. And the cost of registering a company, it is 175. So 50 Rand is to reserve your name, and then 125 is to register your company. So just make sure that you deposit 175, and this balance will show there as soon as it reflects. So now that you have money in your CIPC account, you are ready to start with the registration process. So there's 2 ways to do this. So you can register a name first and then register the company after and combine the names, or you can just do the whole process at once. So there are 2 ways to register a company. So you can just come straight here and click company registration and register using a BizPortal or e-services. So what I normally use, I use e-services. You can use BizPortal. So you can just click here and continue with the registration. But the other method that I use to register, it's different from this. I prefer to reserve the name first, and then as soon as the name is approved, then I'll register the company, linking to the transaction ID of the name. I'll show you how to do it like that, because I feel if you reserve the name first and it's approved, then you show that your name is approved. Whereas if you do it here and say register the name in the process, if the name is not approved, then your whole application will fail because your name is not approved. So at least if you start with the name, if it's not approved, then you will go again and register other names to make sure that it is registered first. And please note, the names needs to be unique, because when you come and do an enterprise search here, and you search for maybe, let's say, Lindy, can you see that there's so many names with Lindy? So you need to be very unique in what you use, because if you were to say Lindy Enterprise or Lindy Company, something, there's a lot of names with that name. So you need to be very unique in your names and make sure that you select something that is unique. So that's why I prefer to register the name to make sure that it is approved. So let's go ahead and reserve a name. So you need to come up with 4 names, but before you come up with 4 names, so this will show you the price. Proposed name is 50 Rand, name extension is 30 Rand, defensive name is 200 Rand, name transfer, that is if you already have a name and you want to transfer it to someone, it's 75 Rand. So now that you're going to do a fresh registration, you do click reserve names, and then you will type the 4 names that you want. So now that I've typed the names, then I will click submit proposed name, and then it will tell you that it's available. But seeing this result saying it's available doesn't mean it's available. You will only confirm that it's available when you get confirmation that it's available. So then you will click log name reservation. So when it's done, you would see this have been logged under tracking number. So this number is the same number that you will use to link once the name is registered. I will show you. So you wait until the name. You will get an email or SMS to confirm that your proposed name is approved. Then we'll continue from there. So just to show you, this is the SMS that you will get in your phone with this reference number saying the first proposed name is Lucy's Herbal Shop. So I'm registering for someone who wants to start a shop, a herbal shop. And also, you will also get an email with this reference as well. So the same thing, when it's done, it's being approved, you will get the same email saying this name was approved. So remember, I've entered 4 names, so only 1 name will be approved. So if they go to the first one and realize that the name is already taken or is similar, too close to something that already exists, they will move to the second one. So just make sure that the 4th one is really, really unique. Even if you just combine words, the most important thing is registering your company with the similar names that you had in mind. So that's how. So we wait, and then as soon as it's approved, I'll continue with the process. Then you will see how to register a company. So now we just received an email from CIPO saying the first option was cleared. So you will get something like this. And then remember, this number is the number that you need to keep for the next step. So we're now going to register this company because now the name is reserved. So let's go to step number 2. Now, when you go to your account in CIPC, you click transact just to see that the transaction, if it's finished. But remember, you will get an email. So you already, I'm just showing you how to get the reference number if you're not opening your email. So you click all transactions and then you click completed. In process, that's when you'll see if the transaction is not completed. So you click this, then you'll see this shop is already registered. So you take the tracking number, keep it safe because you're going to use it in the registration process when registering your company. So the next step, we're going to register a company. You come to transact and then you click company registration, and then you use register using e-services, and then you select a company, and then you select if the person is SA, then you would click SA. If not SA, then you would click non-SA. Then you'll have to enter the ID number of the person you're registering for. And let me enter the ID number. So you've entered the ID number of the person you registered and clicked add, and then it should pick up the name of that person you're trying to register, and then you click continue. and then it will show this. Then you click continue. Then you need to go and edit the details of this person you're trying to register, because you need to add their address, their email address, and all of that. Let's go ahead and do that. So it's important to select the director type. This person is a director, and these are the names and the surname, and the country is South Africa, and the ID is okay. And the appointed date, you need to select today's date, the date you're registering the company, and the date of birth is already added. And then you need to put the cell phone number of the person you're registering for. Continue. And then you select the financial year end period. So I usually do January, and you select the shares, it's 100%, and you put the email address. And you must put their address as well. So you will continue to fill this until you at the bottom, and then you click save. And then it will save and take you to another page. And now remember when I said you need to keep that number of the name reservation. So you go and take that number, that exact number that was approved, you go and take it and copy it, and then you would click apply, use a name that's already been approved. So it makes it easy because the name is already approved. But if you didn't use the name that is approved, you can click the left one, which says with this application, apply with the name as well. And then from here, you just click lodge a company. And then it is now filed. When you check your email address, you'll find a form that you need to complete. And as I said, it only costs 175. So 125 is for registration, 50 Rand is for reserving a name. And here. So now let's go to your Gmail account, which you used to see if the form is there. So I am now in my email. So this is the email that you will get showing you that you have applied. I mean, you've registered a company. But then at the bottom, there is a form that one needs to complete to sign and then send it back with a certified copy of your ID. So remember, your card needs to be the back and the front in one page, and make sure you certify it. If you don't certify, then this transaction will get rejected. Your company won't be registered. So those are the two things that you need to get your company registered. So what you do, you will sign. So I'm registering for someone who's registering alone. So there's two spots to sign. So she will sign here, and then put a date. And after, she will send this back to this email address. So she will send the form and the certified ID copy back to this email address. And she must just make sure that she enters the tracking number, which is this one on the email. So you take this you take this tracking number, you click send, and then you put it on the subject. Yeah? And then you attach your certified ID copy, which is back and front, and make sure that it's clear, because if it's not clear, then they're not going to approve. And the signed form. That's all you need to do. After sending this, it won't even take 3 or 4 hours before your company is registered. So that's how you register your company. And now before closing this, because we're basically done. So when your company is registered, then you'll see this balance will go down. So that's why if for registering the new one, you'll just have to log in. You just have to deposit funds. Remember, I told you go to banking details and you complete a deposit into this account, and then you deposit 175. So you can really start a business using this. There are people who have businesses doing this. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can just go to YouTube how-to videos. And then if you want to amend, maybe if your company is already registered, you just want to amend the director's details, you come here. And then to file annual returns, you will come here. So every year you will just file. It's usually 150. So make sure every year when it's time to submit your tax season, just come and file your annual return. It's not difficult. You just click, for example, let me just show you because I want you guys not to be robbed by anyone. So actually you don't even need to click here. Let's go to the desktop. So when you log into your dashboard, you will see, so this company, it's a crash that I registered for my sister. It's actually a non-profit. So you just click file if you want to submit your tax returns for your company, and then you just enter your enterprise number, which will come in your documents, and then you click validate, and then it will take you to a next step where you just pay 150, and then that's done for that year. So make sure you do it early so that you're not behind with your tax returns. And if you do this, then it's easy to print out your tax clearance in SARS, which is another video. If you comment and say you want me to show you how to get your tax clearance in SARS, I'll record a video, separate video for that. But then there's something else I want to show you for those who are watching up until now. So if you want to get your BBE certificate, so say maybe they say they want your BBE certificate, you click here, BBE certificate, and then you click new application, and then you select the company that you want a BBE certificate for. So you just click that, and then you apply. That's you, how much did you make? So if you made less than, I think less than 500, I'm not sure about the figure, but then you just specify. So if it's 0, you just click 0. Whatever you made, you just click that number, and then you click continue. When you click continue, it will tell you the people who are registered for that company. You enter their IDs. You need to make sure if there's 2 of you, you are sitting together, because it will need OTP and stuff, and then you click verify. After clicking verify, then it will print out a BBE certificate, which you can just take to whoever wants. And there's more. Name changes. If you want to change the names, you can click here, and you can even register a domain here, but don't use this to register a domain. Remember, you can use my affiliate for Bluehost, which I prefer. You can check my descriptions to see the Bluehost domain registration. So those ones I trust. So there's more you can do with this. So I hope you now understand how to register a company, how to get your BBE certificate, how to amend, and also how to do the name changes. One last thing before I end this video. So when you're done completing that form that they sent to you, and you have your ID copy as well certified, another method of submitting, you can just click upload documents here, and then you can just say for company registration, and then you can just get the tracking number from your email address, the one that was sent when you registered. Then you click continue, and then you submit the documents. The most important thing you need to know is make sure that a copy of your ID, both front and back, it's in one page, and also it's certified and it's clear, and that form is signed. Then that's it, guys. From this, you can just make money from it. And before I end the video, I just want to show you some companies, businesses that have registered and are doing this to make money. Okay, so there are people who have already started this business. So all you need is just a domain, and then you create a simple website where you can just put this and then check new company registration. Startup, it's 850. I mean, I charged 700 rand. They're charging 750. And now remember, I told you that it only costs 125 to register a company. So check how much profit they make. It's over 200%. And then check BBE compliance, 650. And now think about it. The BBE certificate, I already showed you how to do it. And it is free. You don't pay for that. They're charging 650. So they do more. SARS compliant, and that's another video that I'll record for you if I see a demand for people who want to. So there's even import and export. So you can basically do this business if you want, and you just need to set up a domain and create a simple website if you want, or even if you don't have a website, you can just do a video or a post on Facebook or Instagram, say you register companies and you print BBE certificates, and then people will order. I mean, I do this. It only takes 5 minutes to do this. I do this and I make 700 Rand just for 5 minutes of doing this. So you guys can do this. If you don't have a business that you're running, you can just do this and help people to register. And we're at a time where people are registering businesses because of the COVID, the recessions, and people going to digital space online, and most people are starting to go and register their businesses. So you might as well, if you don't have anything to do this business. I hope you got value out of this video, and I hope you'll subscribe if you didn't subscribe, and please help me to share my YouTube channel to more people by sending it to people or asking people to register in my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll have a good day.